Hey guys, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Rafa and here are some of my 3D models. Today we're gonna go over a little bit of my 3D process. We're gonna do an overview of my process. It's simplified, but at the end I'm gonna put a screenshot for you of a very detailed what it looks like or in depth. So first things first, when I'm starting the project, I'm either gonna do it from scratch or from a base mesh. Usually I do base mesh because I wanna make sure that I understand and learn better anatomy, because I am still learning. When you're not doing from a base mesh, you can do a lot of mistakes that are not necessarily gonna lead you anywhere. They're not gonna teach you anything. You're just gonna keep doing the same mistakes over and over again. So that's why I like to use a lot of references and a base mesh, at least for now, until I learn anatomy better and I'm more comfortable starting from scratch. Also, you don't need to do retopologizing, which is basically reorganizing the mesh, because when you do start from scratch, that mesh, the 3D model mesh, is going to be very messy. And for the best optimal performance, you want to make sure that that mesh is organized. I'm going to sculpt and I'm going to do the primary and secondary forms. When I'm done with it, I'm not going to go into details. I'm going to start with the hair because the software is going to run a lot smoother like that. And then I'm going to start with the hair process, which is basically vertex paint and wave paint. When you're doing the vertex paint, that's where you're going to determine where your hair is going to go. And then from there, you start combing the hair. And then I go into the deeper sculpting phases, which is more of the refining. When you are doing somebody's likeness, that's when you're going to get your likeness right. That's where you're going to get your pores and all of the details. And then textures. By textures, I mean shading, which is basically your skin, what it looks like, the colors, the roughness map, how the light is going to reflect on that subject, right? This is a very important part. When I started doing 3D, I didn't know the importance of it until I really got deeper into it, because I really thought that sculpture had the most importance as far as realism, and it does have a really important part, but shading is just as important as. And then lighting and camera. Though I am describing those steps like step by step, that seems like it leads from 1 to 5 or 6. It's not a ladder where you're not climbing a ladder, you're not like going through a linear process. Instead, when you're doing 3D models, you're actually going back and forth. So it's a way more of a messy process, and it can look very ugly in the middle. You can start off really good and then get really, really bad, but that doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing. It's just that that's the 3D process. That's how it usually goes. And you just don't want to give up until you nail the look that you're going for. And sometimes you can be really discouraged by that and just feel like you don't know what you're doing. But the deeper that you dig into it, the deeper that you go, you're actually gonna get there. So that's basically it for this video, you guys. Of course, we're gonna go over each step of the way in this series of videos. But that's it for this video. Here's the screenshot where you can see a more detailed version of what I just said. And again, I go through these steps back and forth, so it's not a linear process. And I hope you guys like this video, and see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.